Good afternoon to our professor and to my audience. So I'm here to talk about the assessing the effectiveness of technology, enhanced learning, improving English language proficiency among secondary level students. So, going to the background of the study, the main reason I selected this topic was we all know that first of all English is a very important language. It is what connects us with one another, and nowadays a lot of people use it. They use it in different kind of trades, businesses, and in different kind of industries. So, due to this factor, many countries have put English as a subject to learn. And when we focus on our country, we use Sinhala or Tamil as the main language. But we are forced to learn English as well. Why? Because in society, you are expected to learn English because it is like a pillar for your identity. If you know English, you get more opportunities. So another reason I am selecting English for students in the secondary level is because in our system, we divide into three sectors, that is primary, secondary and tertiary level. And while the primary gives you the basic foundation you need to move on to the next level, secondary is where you get the basic more understanding why English is important, and you're at a certain age where you can understand it. So we also know that technology is very important and it's continuously evolving and it's very useful. So in teaching you have different kinds of strategies, methods, but for us after the COVID-19 sudden breakout, all schools in Sri Lanka went straight into using technology. So you might be familiar of like some of your friends or children even, they are like using Google Meet, Zoom meetings, so like throughout that we get a different experience. So my research study is going to be about why is this important, because has this technology helped the students in improving their English language? So according to Marina and Sue 2018, learning the English language is an important factor that is necessary to survive in the current world due to its high demand. So this is the main reason why all of us are focusing on the English language and it's keep evolving. And as you can see, my other references state that the importance of technology, especially TEL, teaching English through this method, is one of the most common methods we use nowadays. Moving on to the research tab. While research, I found there are certain issues. One is that we don't have enough researchers because either some of them are very old or they have not been updated lately, because we need updated information to have a clear and a more better understanding. And another thing is that now even though many schools have technology, some rural areas they don't have this. So we don't know like how it's impacting the educational level, and there are not much research is done about it. Because if we do more about it, we can understand if it's technology that helps the students to learn, or is it like other factors? Because we can't honestly say it's technology. We need to have a more deep understanding. So moving on, my purpose is to identify the effectiveness of technology and how its usage can be improved the English language. Focusing on the secondary level students. So my literature review, here are some of the existing literatures I have chosen. There are more, but for now I selected these. So the Sri Lanka evaluation of education system over 75 years according to Atul 2023. So he states like our education system, its factors, and why we are focusing on each subject. And technology enhanced language learning, a case study by Yang and Shen in 2007. As you can see, it's a bit of old research. So this is one reason I selected it, because I can then identify how it has progressed throughout the years. Then English as a medium of instruction in our school, because in our Sri Lanka schools there are a lot of English medium schools as well. So the way they apply English can be different from single medium school. Government, semi-government, international. Each can be different. So I will study them as well. And a language overview of the English language. I'll be using this as well to test and understand how to improve and go more in depth into this research. So my main objective is to identify how this assesses the effectiveness of technology enhanced learning in improving English language proficiency among secondary level students by evaluating them of the technology usage. So I'll be using the mixed method or the both quantitative and qualitative methods to identify it. So here are the other objectives, and to identify the methods of technology used by students to their day-to-day learning activities, and to measure how this digital technology can help them. Like for English, when you have different core skills, does using Google Meet or YouTube videos help you to pronounce certain words you're speaking? Is it more effective than the teacher-centered approach? That means the old school that you learn with the teacher. Is it more different, or like which methods would you prefer? And here are my research questions. And first one is, how helpful is the usage of internet searching engine such as Google and Microsoft Bing to improve the writing and listening skills? Another question, how helpful is the usage of Microsoft Teams or Google Meet to improve their writing and listening skills? And how helpful is the instant messaging, photo and video applications that will help them to improve their writing and listening skills? And if social media such as Facebook and YouTube, which are the most popular websites, if they help the other language skills as well. So in my methodology, I will be choosing 3 international schools, and the students will be grade 10 and 11, the secondary level, and so 25 students from each school, and I'll be sending them different kinds of surveys, both the different mixed methods will be used, and throughout this I will analyze how technology has impacted them in learning English. So quantitative data. The quantitative research is typically selected to numerical data. So to this survey will be given to selected students, and once the response are received, I will analyze it and summarize it and identify how it has progressed to. Qualitative data, I will be doing like sessions with the students as well as the teachers, because both students and teachers are involved in this process. I need the teachers' opinions, like they can tell how much the students have progressed through, and if they find using technology advantages, or if it's like a obstacle to the teachers as well. So my data analysis will be using MS Excel and SPSS, and I'll be using different kind of engagement learning activities. So to like different kind of assignments to see how they have progressed through. And I'll have some interview sessions with the teachers, some open-ended discussions, surveys to understand it. So moving on to the limitation and ethical consideration. First off, the limitations. My study is going to be limited into the learners grade 10 and 11 from 3 international schools in the Gamkaha division, which follow the local curriculum. And their data, the information, pricing will all be secure, and ethical consideration, I will be getting a letter of approval by each principal of the 3 different international schools for ethical clearances. And this is the significance of my study. So it is to see how these new strategies from technology, if it is beneficial for the students, and if so, how can we improve it, and the other necessary factors as well. And I hope to finish my dissertation within this given timeline and to follow it accordingly. So in conclusion, the study will be focusing on the level of technology usage to improve English language knowledge of students. So here is my referencing list. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me.
to identify the methods. Now you had not this one, you had like Google, Microsoft or something.
Yeah, the research questions.
Then first you should have research questions. Then finding solution for these research questions should be objectives. Okay, not the objectives given here. And how you are going to collect the data for first one?
So I will be using both mixed methods.
Are you compare
Yeah, comparing.
the qualitative, quantitative one with the qualitative? But you have to improve because your topic is assessing the technology on the what's the dependent information.
Yeah, technology.
Improving English language. But here that type of from the if you answer these objectives, you can't find this whether this affect this.
No, it's like how technology is helping the English language, like focusing on the English language, like 4 skills.
Then you can assess the effectiveness of technology, enhance learning, on improve English language. There are some problems in the topic and the objectives that you are going to do. Then you have to cover the topic after finding the solution for the objectives. But when you explain this one, you don't get any answer for the topic. Okay, so okay.